All right. Good morning, everyone. Well, good evening or good afternoon, depending when and where you're watching this video. My name is Alberto Bot, Regional Sales Manager for Immunotec in the United States and the Dominican Republic, and it is a pleasure, an enormous honor to be here with you guys. And talking about a topic that I really love because it shows us the main tool that we have to grow our business, right? We talk about Immunotech having great incentives out there, like the incentive trip, or sometimes we put a luggage, a carry-on luggage, or a bonus here or a bonus there. But you know what? The main tool that you guys have to motivate someone to make the decision to do the business is our compensation plan, because that's what's gonna give them uh, the strategy to get to the different ranks and at the same time grow their business, right? And of course, if they do that, if they implement the compensation plan, if they implement the strategies to obtain everything that we have in our compensation plan, of course, they're going to also achieve the incentive trips, the carry-ons or whatever else that we have, because, you know, maximizing the comp plan is what's going to lead you to all the things. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here, and then we'll start. Okay. So, all right. So this is our compensation brochure. Okay. When you all started, you all received the welcome kit, right? That little portfolio with some brochures inside. One of them is this compensation plan brochure that we called it Unleash the Power of Leverage. And I hope that you had an opportunity to go through the pages here and study what the 7 ways of earning with Immunotech are. And I just want to point out the last page, or I think it's the last page, called the glossary of terms. These are different terms that we use, that we will use during this presentation, that will help you to understand what we're talking about. So when we talk about an active consultant, what that means, when we talk about leg qualification, that's there as well, or the payout compression and so on. So make sure you open your brochure, read about it, and refer to it every time you have a question. Okay, but we'll try to answer those questions in this call today. All right. The first thing that I wanted to point out before we get into the 7 ways of earning with Immunotech is what we call the leg qualification. Starting with the rank of silver, you have noticed that you need at least 3 legs, among other qualifications. And let's explain what leg qualification means. That means that in order for the leg to qualify you to achieve that rank, you need to have at least one venture consultant in that leg. And it has to be a paid as venture. So someone who already has the rank of venture and that month did their qualification to be paid as a venture. Okay. So in this example, let's say you are a venture and you place an order of 400 points. That means you are qualified, because for ventures and silvers, for example, you need a minimum of 400 points PSV, and we'll explain that later, what PSV means. And then let's look at the leg on your left, okay? So you have one direct venture, that's on level 1, and then this venture enrolled someone underneath, and so there's another venture on level 2. Both of them have 400 points PSV. So that means that if what I said is correct, if you have a venture paid as venture in the leg, that means the leg is qualified. Okay. Now, sometimes people get confused when one of them, for whatever reason, doesn't qualify. Like, for example, let's say this person on level one did not qualify that month. They didn't place an order or something happened and they did not qualify as a venture. But the one on level two did. So the question here is that leg still a qualified leg? And the answer is yes, because as I said before, as long as one person in that leg, no matter what level they are at, qualifies as a venture, then the whole leg is qualified. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about if this person level one did not qualify, but the person on level two qualified as an associate, okay, which is lower than a venture because they only did 180 points. Is this leg qualified? That's a tricky question, right? And the answer is no, because again, we need at least one venture, and this person is an associate, which is lower than a venture. So in that case, that leg is not qualified. So your job every month is to make sure in your 2, 3 legs, 4 legs, at least one of them is being paid as venture. Okay, so there you go. Raise your hand if you ever have a question, and we can stop and answer that question right away. All right, let's talk about generation. What does generation mean? Okay, a generation, sometimes people confuse generation with levels. Someone on your level one, if they place an order, you get paid generation one. If they're level two and they place an order, you get paid generation two, right? So that will be like something simple to think about, but that's not necessarily the case. Our comp plan pays by generation, not by levels. So in this case, for example, in that leg on your left, person level one place an order, level two place an order. So you will get generation one from one and generation two from the second level person. Now, this is when we call the compression. If someone does not qualify that month, then compression happens. We call it the dynamic compression, right? So even though this person on level one did not place an order, then the system will not take them into consideration for a payout this month. And then it will compress, it will bring everybody underneath up one level. So in this case, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get paid G1 from this person on level two, because if the person in level one did not place anything, the next person down will be G1. So in this case, you will see that the system compresses, like eliminates that person for the month. I mean, that person's still there, it's not going anywhere, still in your level one, but for payout reasons, it's not going to be, taken into consideration. And then the person level two will take its place, his or her place. So you will get G1 from this person. Okay, so that's a beauty of our compensation plan, that no matter who places, who qualifies or who doesn't, the system will always compress and you will always get paid G1, G2, G3, depending on your organization. All right, now let's talk about PSV, personal sales volume. You will see that for all ranks, associate to venture, silver, and everybody else, you need a minimum qualification of PSV. PSV means personal sales volume. And so in order to explain this, let's do this example. You see the graphic, that's you, the big circle, and you have 3 people underneath, right? And everybody underneath did 2,000 points, for example, and they're ventures. But the PSV is you, okay? That's you. PSV is the sum of your personal purchases and the purchases of your personally enrolled customers, okay? So the sum of both. So let's say, for example, that you purchase a product for 60 points, okay? Clearly, if you need 400 points, that's not gonna get it, right? So you need more points. So let's assume you did 60 points this month, In this case, you're not qualified yet because you need 400 or 600 if you're gold or above. But then you have customers. One of them placed an order for 180 points, which is like a box of Immunotec. And then a second customer purchased a box of platinum for 250 points. When you add all those points together, that's 490 points, which means you went over 400 PSV. And that will qualify you at least in this, for this, okay? So keep that in mind. Is the sum of your personal purchases or your customer purchases. If they go over 400, then you're qualified. Keep in mind that you're not obligated to place an order. Let's say your two customers place, 500 points, like they both purchased a box of the Immunotec Platinum. That's 500 points. That means you went over 400. You don't really have to place an order, right? Because they already qualify you. But of course, we all have to, take our products every month. So I encourage you to continue to place your orders 1,000 points every month, right? For you and your family. But keep that in mind that PSV means the sum of your personal and customers, okay? All right, let's keep going. Now let's talk about the 7 ways of earning with Immunotec. Alrighty, the first one. The first one is called customer retail profits. That's number 1. That's, sales 101, right? You purchase product at a discount, you sell it at retail, and you keep the difference. That's sales 101. So how would this work? Let's do an example here. Let's say that's you, okay, and you purchase a wellness pack that we have. This is a 2,000 point pack that we have on auto ship if you want it. That the cost of this is $530. If you sell that pack individually to your friends and family at retail price, the price of all that will be $905. So that means you're going to make up the difference, which is $375. Okay, so that's what it is. You buy at a discount, you sell it at retail, and you keep the difference. So that's number 1. Then let's talk about the customer auto ship profit. So if you have customers in your organization signed up as a customer with an ID number, every time they place an order, then you keep the difference, right? Let's do an example. Let's say your customer purchased these 3 products, Immunotec Platinum and the Booster Reds and Greens. The retail price for these 3 items is $363. If, for example, the customer is on auto ship, they get a 25% discount, which means they're going to end up paying $272.81 plus shipping and tax. In this case, your price as a consultant at a 30% discount is $254 for these 3 items, which means you're going to make up the difference, which is $18.18. So it's the difference between the $272 the customer paid, your price, $254, you keep the difference, which is like a 5% of the retail price, because the customer is getting 25, your discount is 30, so 5%, that's your profit. Okay, so we call we call that the differential. You always get paid the differentials, the differential between what they paid and your price. Okay, so for example, let's say you sold to your friends and family that 2,000 point pack on auto ship. You will be earning 375 because you sold everything at retail. Then you have 6 auto ship customers getting the 25% discount, and you are going to make $109.08. So if you do this every month, you're going to be earning $484.08 a month, because you're selling product and have 6 customers on auto ship. This is just an example. Okay, so see the power of having customers. So take advantage of this. Now, The second way, there's a 3 there, but it's actually the second way of making money with Immunotec is the customer volume bonus. Okay, what does that mean? That means that if you have customers in your organization buying directly from Immunotec, you besides the differential that you're going to receive because of their purchases, you also can qualify for a customer volume bonus, which means that if you have at least 2 customers buying product in 1 month, and among the both of them, they purchase between 1,000 and 1,999 points, not dollars, points, then the company is going to give you a 5% bonus based on the commissionable volume of those items that they purchase. Now, if in the same month you have 3 or 4, so more than 2, but up to 4 customers purchasing product in a month, and among all of them, they buy between 2,000 and 2,999 points, then the company is going to give you 10% bonus on the commissionable volume of those items. Okay, so now you're getting 10% instead of 5. But if in that month you have a minimum of six or more customers placing orders, and among all of them they bought over 3,000 points, then the bonus goes up to 20%. Okay, 20% bonus on the commissionable volume of those items. So let's use the example of the 6 customers on ownership purchasing the, Immunocal, the Platinum, and the Booster Reds and Greens. That's 580 points each of those 3 packs. So 6 customers times 580, 3,480 points, which means you went over the 3,000, so you're going to get 20% bonus. The commissionable volume of the 3 items is 231.71. If you multiply that by 6, that's $1,390. And then you multiply that by the bonus, 20%, you're going to be earning $278 with 5 cents. How about that, huh? So you're getting the differential from all those purchases plus a 20% bonus. That's awesome, fantastic. So if you add all up together, the sale of the 2,000 pack to your friends and family, the 6 customers, 278.05, and there you go, $762 in 1 month just by doing what we've been talking about. Great example. All right, let's talk about the business builder bonus. Okay, business builder bonus. From now on, we're going to be talking about what you're going to receive when you enroll prospects to be consultants, independent consultants, not customers. Okay, so if you enroll someone who wants to be a consultant and they purchase a starter pack, for example, in this example, it could be a 2,000 point pack. If you enroll 1 person in a month, you're going to get a 5% bonus on everything that person bought. If you enroll 2, you get a 10% bonus, builder business bonus, or if you enroll 3 or more, you're gonna get 20%. Okay, so it is very important that when you do the enrollment, you identify who the enroller is, which most likely is going to be you, and you need to identify who the offline consultant will be for this new person, because you may want to enroll them personally direct to you, but you want to also place them. If you already have 3 or 4 legs, you can place that new person underneath someone in your downline to benefit them, and of course you're going to also benefit yourself. Okay, so keep that in mind. So when you do the enrollment, so let's do an example here. Let's say this is you, and you're enrolling people with 2,000 point packs. Okay, which has a $518.70 commissionable volume. This is the example we're using. So let's say you enroll 1 person with that pack, and that's all you did in the month. You're gonna get 5%, which is $25.94. If in the same month you enroll 2 people instead, then the bonus goes up to 10% per person. So now you're getting 51.87 per person. But if you enroll 3 or more, and in this example, I love using 4 people because we like the 4x4 strategy. Let's say you enroll 4 people, 4 new consultants in the month, you're gonna get 20% per person. So that's $103.74 per person. On top of that, you also get the generation 1 residual commission, the G1, okay, which is 5%. That means you are getting 103.74 for a total earnings in the month of 518.70. So keep that in mind. For the business builder bonus, you get the bonus plus G1 from those new people, even though you may have placed them in your downline. Okay, so but for the first month, you get G1. The starting on the second month, then you get the generation depending on where they are placed and who, you know, the compression happened or whatsoever, whatever. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about this example here, and so that you can visualize how this works. Let's say you have 3 legs, right? And then let's say the leg on your left has 1 person, and this person has 3 people. And then, you know, this person has 3 people, and then you have Joe down there, okay? And you enroll someone and place this new consultant under Joe, all right? Because you wanted to continue to build that leg. So in the first month, as I explained before, you are going to get the points and generation 1. So you place the new consultant under Joe, and then Joe is going to be benefiting from the points. Okay, so in this case, Joe is gonna get everybody in the upline will get the points. So Joe gets the 2,000 point here. This person gets 2,000 points, 2,000 points, 2,000 points, 2,000 points, and you too get 2,000 points because the points will flow up. But the commission is gonna go to you, generation 1, and then your upline get the G2, G3, or whatever. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen in the first month. Now, starting on the second month, then this is what's gonna happen. Let's say the new consultant placed an order of 1,000 points. They did an auto ship for 1,000 points. Then again, the points will flow up to you and your upline, but the commission will get paid to every single person that qualifies. So in this case, Joe, let's say that you're a diamond, right? So Joe is gonna get paid generation 1 from the person, the order the new consultant placed. Hold on. Adelante. Then the person on the second, on top of Joe is gonna get G2. Then the next person is gonna get G3. Then the other G4, G5, and you get G6. Okay, so see how it works. That, you know, the company is gonna starting on the second month is gonna pay everyone depending on their qualification requirement for that month. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, keep in mind that for the business builder bonus, no, puedes venir. Está bien, como quieras. All right. So keep in mind that the business builder bonus is paid 3 times a month, okay? 3 times, depending if you qualify for the 20% bonus, if you sponsor 3 people before the payout. Okay, so let's use this for example. You get paid on the 13th of the month or 27th of the month or the 12th of the following month, which is the normal payout that we get. Okay, so let's use this example here. And keep in mind that in order for you to get paid the bonus in advance, you have to qualify with at least 400 PSV before the payout date, okay? So let's say between day 1 and day 12 of the month, you enrolled 3 people. Because of that, you are already on the 20%. Okay, so that means that you are going to get paid the 20% bonus on those 3 people on the 13th of the month. And let's say you, before the 26th or before this 27, you enroll someone else. Now you have 4. So on the 27th, you're going to get paid 20% of that 4th person. And then let's say you enroll someone else before the end of the month. And because you are already on the 20%, well, in this case, you're going to get paid the 20% of the 5th person on the 12th of the next month, along with all the residual commissions and other bonuses that you may qualify for. Okay, let's do another quick example. Let's say you only enrolled 2 people before the 12th of the month. That means you are at the 10%, right? Because there were not 3, it's 2. For 2, you get 10%. That means you will not get paid because you're not at the 20%. But let's say you enroll someone, a 3rd person before the 26th. Now you are at the 20%. And on the 27th of the month, you're going to get paid the 20% of the 3 people because, again, you are on the 20%. And if you enroll someone before the end of the month, of course, you're going to get the 20% of that 4th person on the 12th, along with the other commission. Okay. And one last example, let's say you only enroll 2 before the 12th, you will not get paid. You did not enroll anybody before the 26th, you will not get paid because, again, you're still at the 10%. But at the end of the month, you got that 3rd person, and then now you're at 20%. You will get 20% of all 3 on the 12th of next month. All right. So don't wait. Enroll people as soon as they are interested. Enroll them right away because you may get paid that bonus before. So set a goal for yourself to enroll at least 3 people before the 12th so that you can get paid. And let's see, we have a question here. Let's see. Absolutely brilliant system once you understand it. Okay, Nigel, thank you. Thank you for that. And it is a brilliant system. So push hard to get those enrollments before the 12th or before the end of the month, and you get paid in advance. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Now, I want to show you this chart here. It gives you all the ranks that we have in our compensation plan, from associate, venture, silver, up to platinum, and the different requirements. And the first thing that I want to bring up to your attention is that the qualification requirements to rank up to associate and venture are different from the qualification requirements for silvers and above. Okay, that means that in order for you to obtain the associate rank or venture, you have to do what it says there. But once you get the rank, in order for you to qualify that rank, all you need to do is the maintenance that you see under. So once you reach associate, in order for you to continue to being paid as an associate, all you have to do is do 180 PSV in a month. If you are a venture, all you have to do to continue to be paid as a venture, you have to do 400 PSV. So you don't have to do the 2,000 points again. Okay. Now, for silvers and above, whatever you did to attain that rank, you have to do it again in order to get paid as the rank. Okay. And also, I want to point out that the comp plan pays up to 8 generations. So associates get 1st generation, ventures up to 3 generations, and then every time you reach the next level, you get one more generation. So the platinum consultant gets all 8 generations. And the PSV, as I said before, for associate, 180 points minimum. You can do more, of course. Ventures 400 and silver 400, and golds and above 600. And remember, PSV is the sum of your personal purchases and that of your customers and personally enrolled customers. All right, let's talk about the well, it says venture, but let's talk about associate first, okay? So as the compliant says, in order for you to qualify, in order for your new enrollment to qualify as an associate, all they have to do is 400 PSV in one commission month. It doesn't have to be the first month. It doesn't matter when they do it. As long once they do it, that's it. They get the rank. So 400 PSV, could be personal customers or the sum, right? So once someone purchases 400 PSV, they become associate and they get paid generation one. Okay. Keep in mind that associates only get paid on other associates. All right. Which means that let's say I am an associate and I recruited someone, I enrolled someone direct to me, and this person is also an associate, then every time the person places an order, I get paid generation one. But if for whatever reason I'm still an associate and my enrollment, my person underneath me is a venture consultant, which is higher than me, then I will not get paid on their orders. Okay, so this is um, uh, something that is unique to the associate rank. Okay, so associates only get paid on other associates. If the person underneath is higher, venture or above, you will not get paid. So that creates a sense of urgency for associates to become ventures right away, and that's why we try that and encourage every new enrollment that to enroll with a 2,000 point pack or do their 2,000 points in their first month because you want them to take advantage of the full benefits, okay, of the comp plan. Now, let's talk about venture here. Okay, for venture consultants, you need 2,000 points PGV, okay, of which 400 must be personal volume in any one commission month. Okay, actually, it should say PSP 400, must be 400 PSP. So in order for you to become a venture, you have to either buy a 2,000 point pack or higher, so over 2,000 points yourself, or you can accumulate the 2,000 points between your personal purchases and customers, because that includes your customers, is 400 PSV, all right? And purchases from new consultants that you enroll that same month, okay? So if you sign up with 400 points, you need at least a new consultant joining your team that month, buying 1,600 points or more, and then once you add them all together, that's 2,000, and then you become a venture, okay? But of course, the easiest way for someone to become venture is for them to buy just the 2,000 points themselves, or purchase the welcome kit, which includes the membership and the website and all that, and enroll customers, and among all those customers, they buy 2,000 points, then you become a venture, okay? So it's the combination of the two, okay? So keep that in mind. I see another comment here. It says, can we get this animated presentation? Oh, yes, I can share this PowerPoint if you want. So I'll send it to you, okay? All right. And also the recording will be available. All right, let's keep going here. You can open your microphone if you want and, ask your question also. All righty, let's go to let's do this example. Okay, this is one leg. Let's say this is you and you have one person direct to you and this person enrolled another one on the second level. Let's say they all qualify and they're all ventures, including you. So if the person on level 2 places an order, the person on top will get generation 1 and you get generation 2. That's how the system pays, okay? It's pays up, all right? So this is a simple example. Let's do another example here. Let's say this is you and this is one leg, and you have 4 people underneath. And the person on the third level, let's say they're all ventures. The person on the third level places an order, so the person on level 2 gets G1, G2, and you get G3. Okay, because ventures get up to 3 generations, and then that's why you get paid. Now, let's say that the person direct to you did not qualify that month. So how would this work? If the person on level 3 places an order, the person on 2 gets G1. The person on level 1 does not get paid, so you are going to get G2, okay, because of the compression. Remember that? All right. Now, let's talk about silver consultants. How do you become a silver? How do you promote to silver? Okay, and it says there that you need 6,000 PS. You need 400 PSV. Okay, you need at least 400 PSV. You need 3 legs. You need at least 3 qualified venture legs. Again, you have to have at least one person with the venture rank and being paid as venture in each leg, and no more than 2,700 points. Okay, 2,700 points per leg. And people sometimes ask me, but Alberto, what about if the leg generates 5,000 points? Am I going to get paid on those 5,000 points? And the answer is yes, you do get paid as long as those 5,000 points fall into the first 4 generations, right? So you do get paid, but for the qualification purposes, the system will not will not take more than 2,700 points per leg, okay? Now, if all of those points, your PSV and your legs, add up to 6,000 points or more, total organizational volume, then you promote to silver, okay? And also some people ask me about why do we put a cap, you know, on every leg? And the reason why we do this is because we want to encourage you to have a balanced business. We don't want you to have all the points in just one leg, right? You want to have the points divided into the 3 legs, because that will give you a more robust business. Because if you have all the points in one leg and something happens, then you're in trouble. For example, let's say you have one leg in Florida and the other leg in Alabama, right? And the other leg in New York. And for some reason, there's a hurricane and it goes through Florida and everybody stopped working for a month. Imagine if all your points are there. You're not going to get paid. You're not going to qualify. So we want you to, have a balanced business, okay? All right. Now let's talk about gold. For gold, it's the same concept. The only change is the points that increases from 6,000 to 30,000 points. And you also need the 600 PSV for golds and above 600 PSV. You need the 3 legs with at least one venture consultant paid as venture. And then the points, no more than 13,500. And this number comes from the percentage. Is 45% of the gold, okay? So for silvers, for example, if the total minimum is 6,000, 45% of 6,000 is 2,700. For gold, 30,000, so 45% of the 30,000 is 13,500 per leg, okay? So if you have that, and among all of you and your legs have 30,000 total organization volume or more, then you get to gold. And as a gold, you can see there that you get 5% generation 1, 10% G2, 7%, 7%, 7% on G5. Okay, so you get paid more. And for diamonds, executive diamonds and platinums, again, it's the same concept. The only difference is that the points are higher. And for diamonds and above, you need a minimum of 4 legs, 4 legs with at least one venture consultant paid as venture, and the 45%, which means for the diamond, the 45% will be 56,250 points per leg. For executive diamonds, at 225,000 points per leg. And for platinums, 675,000 points per leg. And as you can see, we keep adding generations, and the platinums get all 8 generations.
Can I inject a question here?
Yes.
Okay, hi, this is DJ. So you said in each leg, you was just saying that if you got 3 ventures in that leg, one of them have to be a qualified paid venture?
Venture, yes. In order for the leg to be a qualified leg, you need to have at least one person in there that is being paid as venture. If they are being paid as silver or gold, that's better. That because a silver is more than a venture, and gold and so on. So yeah, minimum one paid as venture, but it could be a silver, gold, doesn't matter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you only have ventures in that leg and all of them only purchase 180 points, that means they qualify as associates. And if that happens, that is not a qualified leg. One of them must be paid as venture. All right.
And the other 2?
Same for every leg. You need at least
Okay.
one venture in every leg.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go here to the moving up bonus. This is a good one because it rewards you for moving up in the comp plan, right? So let's say it doesn't matter. Even though we call this one bonus, for me, it's actually 2 bonuses. Okay. The first one is the moving up bonus, which you can get anytime you promote to the rank, right? Doesn't matter when you do it. And the other one is the accelerated moving up bonus. So let's talk about the first moving up bonus. So when you are, let's say you join in, I don't know, in January 2022, last year. And then you just, were a consumer. And finally, in November 2023, you decided to, I'm going to do the business and I'm going to get to silver. So you did silver for the first time in November. That means that you're now competing to get the moving up bonus. So you qualify as a silver this month. So when you requalify next month in December, so which means you did silver again in December, then we're gonna give you $200 moving up bonus because you did your rank and requalified the following month. Okay, for golds it's 500 when you do that. For diamonds, 2,500. For executive diamonds, 5,000, and for platinums, 10,000. Again, doesn't matter when you join. When you do this for the first time and requalify, you get this bonus. Now, if you are one of those people that wanted to take advantage of the comp plan right away and started growing right away, then you qualify to get the accelerated bonus. All right. So the first one you're going to get anyway, but the second, the accelerated, this is how it works. If you join Immunotec, let's say in September, and then you promoted to silver within your first 2 months, which means October or November, because the enrollment month does not count. That's month 0. So in the first 2 months, so you join in September and you had October and November, and you promoted to silver within those 2 months, November or this September, October, November, any of the 3. Then when you requalify, you get the original bonus of 200. But if you requalify again on the 3rd month, then you get another 200 because you did it within your first 2 months. If you did gold, let's say you promoted to gold, you joined in September, That means 4 months. You have 4 months to go to goal. So you have September, October, November, December, January. Okay. So if you did your goal within those first 4 months, you requalify, you get the original 500. But if you do it again the following month, then you get another 500. For diamonds, you have 8 months to do it. If you promote to diamond within those first 8 months in the business, you do the first one is 2,500, the second one 1,250, and the third one 1,250 for a total of 5,000. For executive diamonds, you have your first 12 months in the business, and for platinums, you have the first 24 months in the business. And look at this: if you reach platinum in your first 12 months, I mean, yeah, 24 months, 2 years, the first payout is 20,000 instead of 10. So make sure you do that, okay? And if you do your rank up within those months, you can earn up to $126,400 in the United States. Wonderful. Sometimes people ask me, but Alberto, what about if I promote to gold, for example, and then the following month I do not requalify? Do I lose the other bonus as well if I did it accelerated? The answer is no, you don't lose it. You lose the first one because you did not requalify, but the other one is still there waiting for you. All you have to do is requalify that third month, and then you get it. Okay, you lost one, but you're still competing for the other ones. Okay, so keep that in mind. This example, I promoted to diamond, and then the second month I requalify, I get 2,500. The third month I did not qualify, so I lost that one, but I still have another one. So I better requalify on that fourth month to get it. All right. And the last one here is the sponsor moving up bonus and accelerated bonus, which is the same concept, but here is when you help someone in your downline to promote to these levels, starting with gold. Okay. So if you help someone reach the gold level in your downline, and between you and this person, there is no another gold or above. Okay. So again, I am a gold, someone in my level 10 reach gold, and between me and him or her, there's no other gold or above. Then when they get their moving up bonus, when they requalify, I also get the bonus here. For golds, $250. If I am a diamond and someone in my downline gets to diamond, requalify, and between me and that person, there is no other diamond or above, when they get their bonus, I will get 1,000. For executive diamonds, same thing. You have to be an executive diamond if you have an executive diamond in your downline, and between you and them, there's no other executive diamond or above. You get, when they get their bonus because they requalify, you get 2,500, and as a platinum, you get 10,000. And the same thing works for the accelerated. If they do it in the first 4 months, 8 months, 12 months, when they get their bonus, you get these bonuses you see on the screen. All right. And if you help someone go from gold to platinum and you go with them, you can earn up to $46,000 for every person that you help. All right, so that's it. I think, I hope you enjoyed it, learned something. And if you have a question, please, this is the time before we go. We have 10 more minutes. And yeah, let's, go ahead with your questions.
Here's a DJ again.
Okay.
Wonderful presentation. Wonderful. And every time it's done, I always learn something new. So, the auto ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way I look at auto ship if everybody is on auto ship, and it's like Myron's always saying, being your best customer, then it creates a monthly and stable income.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to someone and they said, "Oh, I didn't get paid. I never got paid." And then when we were talking, she never purchased or she never did her auto ship. So I said, "Well, I don't, I'm would that money have gone up to, or that bonuses or credit gone up to the person above her? How does that work? If that person doesn't do their purchase, they're not on auto ship, they don't do their purchase, but in their group, there were people who became, they became ventures, they became, her group, she was going to get paid, but she didn't get paid. Is that
Yeah. Well, that's when the compression happens, right? If
okay?
she did not place her minimum order in the month, then she's not gonna get paid, and the um, the people underneath her are gonna move up one level because she doesn't qualify that month. So everybody on top of her will get paid accordingly. Okay. So let's say if she's has someone direct to her and this person direct to her did an order, normally she would have received the generation one for that order. Because she did not qualify, that G1 is going to go to the next person on top of me because I did not qualify. So the G1 goes one go up.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Okay. So I need to explain that to her. All right.
Now,
Thank
if
you.
the business builder bonus, that's a different story. Let's say I enroll you, DJ, right? And you place a 2,000 point pack. Normally, I would have gotten the business builder bonus and G1 from your purchases. But if I do not qualify, and it happens, sometimes they forget to place their minimum 400 points. If I don't qualify, then the person on top of me is going to get G1 for that new person, but nobody gets the business builder bonus because that business builder bonus is reserved for the person, for the enroller. But if the enroller did not qualify, nobody gets it. Okay.
And
It's not that it's going
understand.
to roll up to the next person. No, no. For the
Oh,
business.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. Sheila, go ahead.
Yes. So if you have a person who is interested in the product, but they don't want to enroll, they just want to buy the product from you,
Mm-hmm.
how does that affect your moving up?
It doesn't. If the person only wants to be a consumer, a customer, and I encourage you, even though we will love for everyone to sign up as consultants, right? If the person doesn't want to be a consultant, don't push them. Just enroll them as customers, and that's only going to help you, the enroller, because they're part of your PSV, your personal volume. That's good. You're going to get paid differentials. You're going to get paid customer volume bonuses every month because of the purchases they make. Um, and so that's all good for you. And your offline consultants are going to get the generations as they are supposed to get. Now, what would be the difference between signing up someone who wants to be a consumer, okay, as a consultant? Just let's talk about that for a minute. If they sign up as a consultant and all they want to do is buy for themselves, they're not interested in recruiting anybody. What are you going to receive from them? You're going to receive their residual income every month. Let's say they place an auto ship, you're going to get paid G1 5% every month, and that's it. You will not get any volume bonuses like you would for a customer because they're consultants. So for a customer, you get, let's say you have 6 or more customers buying every month, you're gonna get paid the differential plus the 20% bonus. That's, let's say, 25% right there. But if they sign up as a consultant, all you get is 5%. you're not gonna get any bonuses. So again, if someone is not interested in recruiting anybody, in enrolling anybody, you're better off sending them up as customers because you're gonna get up to 25% every month. Versus consultant, you're only gonna get maybe 7% if you're a gold and they're like on the third level or something like that. Just keep that in mind. But if the person wants to enroll others, of course, by all means, it's gonna be much better because they're gonna bring new people, they're gonna bring new consultants, they're gonna bring new customers, and you're gonna get paid from everyone, and that's gonna be more than 25 for sure. So so just keep that in mind, right? But at the end of the day, the prospect is the one who decides how they want to join. Okay, but it's up to you to encourage them to do one or the other because it's better for
So,
you.
Alberto, one more question. So, this person, I'm a customer and I'm signing up other customers, but one of the person comes in want to be a consultant.
That's okay.
I can sign them up.
Yes.
The person who wants to be a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, for you, because that's how you're thinking, right? If the person doesn't want to enroll others, you're better off sending them up as customers. Do not push to be consultants for them.
No, I'm not pushing them. I'm the customer, but I have somebody who wants to come in and be a consultant, but I'm a customer.
Oh, okay. No,
Yes.
Customer, you're
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, customers cannot enroll anyone. Customers cannot build a network. So if they if this customer recommends someone to you as the consultant and they want to be a consultant, the customer is not going to get anything. They're just referring it to you and the consultant on top, right? So if that happens, that will be an indication that this customer may want to do the business, and maybe you want to say, hey, your friend wants to become a consultant. How about if you change your account into a consultant account? That way you can benefit from this enrollment and then go from there. So again, that's how it works.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right. Anybody? Let's see. I have some questions on the chat. Thank you. Do not get in the habit of selling products. Enroll them as customers. That's right. I mean, you can do that if you sell the products at a retail, you're gonna earn good money, but you're better off signing them up as direct to Immunotec. And you will see that a lot of people don't want to enroll. They say, no, I don't want to do anything. Just sell me the product, right? Go ahead and do it. Sell them the product. But when you get home, let's say they bought a box of Immunocal from you, they pay you cash, you're better off going home and enroll them, create an account for them, place that order, and the Immunocal will come to you. And now the company knows you sold that box of Immunocal, and that new customer will count for your customer volume bonus. Okay. And remember, all you need to sign up a customer is their email address, name and phone number and address. That's it. So, if someone doesn't want to sign up, you do it for them. Make sure you, place those orders under their ID and you can get bonuses as a result. All right. Anybody else? Cheryl, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to share an experience that I had early on when I was trying to get my little business going. So it was at the time, and we still have it, our, package with the 7 boxes, the 4 platinums and the 3 regulars. And this person felt very uncomfortable. I mean, very uncomfortable giving me her social security number. And I pushed her and said, oh, no, but you won't get the good deal. You won't get the good deal. And she reluctantly signed up. But eventually, she just broke off all ties with Immunotec because she hated the fact that they had her social security number. But if I had known what I know now, I would have said, okay, sure, pay the higher price, be a customer. And I probably would have still had her as a customer, but I pushed her and now I regret it. So yeah, you're making good sense there, Alberto. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, it's better for you to have them as customers. Plus, as a customer, you don't have to train them on anything. You don't have to push them to be silvers, or they don't have to attend any Zoom meetings. All you have to do is following up every month, making sure they're liking their product, that they order more because they may want to add a calcium or omega or whatever. And with the customer program that we now have, the Living Better Rewards, hey, they can earn credits every time they purchase. They can earn credits every time they refer someone to you. I mean, they get a lot of good things, and also they can take advantage of auto ship bundles that give them free products. So they're gonna end up paying less than the 25%, right? Because of that. So, and eventually they're gonna like the product so much, they're gonna start having their own testimony and great results, and they will start referring people to you, and that's when you can make the switch and tell them, hey, I think you could be good for this business. You're referring me all these people. Why don't you change your account? And by then, they're used to the product. They already trust you. They already trust Immunotec, and it's going to be easier for them to understand the business aspect and give you their social security because they know it's a business and they may want to do it for real. Versus at the beginning, they're just meeting you and getting to know you. It's better to start them slow. But you will find people that see the vision right away, see the business right away, and they want to join right away. So yeah, by all means. Shayla, go ahead.
Yes, so I just want to verify this. So this person who just want to be a consumer, I can sign them up as a customer without asking them?
Yeah.
And they will have an ID
Yes.
number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they are already your customers because they're buying product from you, right? And you can say, just, I'm gonna sign you up, on my own, so that I can record those sales with the company. But just keep buying from me. That's it. Again, all you need is an email address, phone number. That's it.
Okay.
But if they say no for whatever reason, well, you have to respect their wishes. And then you put that sale under another customer because you want to record those sales in the system under their name, or maybe you want to consolidate all those personal sales that you do every month under one or a few IDs at the end of the month in order for you to recuperate those products that you have sold. Just create your own strategy, but you will benefit by recording those sales in the system because you want to get those bonuses, those volume bonuses. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. There's a chat, something in the chat. Great strategy. Okay. Well, DJ, thank you so much for setting this up. I loved it. I had a great time. I don't know about you, but I loved it. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions, concerns. If you want to talk strategy, let's have a chat because that's part of my job to help you out and to grow your business. Okay? And see you at the top.
Thank you, Alberto.
Thank you, Alberto.
Hey, and DJ, I'll see
Appreciate
you
you.
Sunday in
Yes,
Punta
thank you,
Cana.
Alberto.
Thank you, Alberto.
Very nice presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you too.
DJ.
Okay.
DJ.
Yeah,
Bye,
thanks for setting this up.